Matches, I mean, is that something that you strive for, or is that just the way things turned out?
We would like that, yeah. We'd like to spread it around. We got a lot of good players in the perimeter, including tight ends, backs. So spreading the ball around, we want to do that all the time if we can.
If you have a guy who's head and shoulders above the rest, would you be opposed to a system where somebody gets 65, 70 catches in a season? Or?
I'm never opposed to 65 or 70 catches, but we have a lot of good players here. We're going to continue to recruit a lot of good ones. And the only way to utilize everybody is to give them the ball, and it puts pressure on a defense when they can't lock in on one guy.
So you think that what you guys have had this year with the balance and receiving, is that indicative of what you guys would like to have going forward?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. We're going to stockpile skill athletes. We're going to get them all the ball as many times as we can. And again, that keeps defenses on their heels more.
What's Pig got to do to build off of what he did late at South Carolina? I mean, just I don't know what his stats were, but he was one of the biggest guys down the stretch.
I'm just continuing to be consistent, practicing hard, taking care of his body, evaluating his film, all the things we talk about daily as a wide receiver core. I'm not going to make too big a deal about his last game. We try not to be too high, too low in that room. We're just going to keep steady Eddie and keep rolling and continue to try and outdo ourselves every week is what we talk about.
How is Marquez coming along just physically?
Good, he's been up and down a little bit, dings here, dings there this season, but he's coming along, and I'm just trying to be, it's that time of year where I'm trying to make sure that he stays healthy and cleans up any nicks and bruises he might have.
What are the benefits of the up-tempo offense for a wide receiver?
The benefits? More plays. That's the benefit. When we recruit kids, we sell them on the fact that we want to run 90 plays a game. If there's 4 receivers in there and each one of them get 10 passes, that's only 40. You still got 50 plays left. So that's the benefit is more touches, more plays, more opportunities to get each one the ball.
What do you think? I think you guys got almost 100 plays against South Carolina. Why was the up-tempo working better that game than some of the previous ones?
I don't know. I think it's just a feel for how the game is going. It's a lot easier to stay in a rhythm when you're getting first downs. We had 35 first downs against South Carolina. When you're getting first downs, you can go faster and stay in a rhythm. When you the first, second, and then it's third and long, and you get off the field, then it just stalls you. So first downs are the key.
Coach, what is it to say about this unit that Marquez goes out against South Carolina, and the receivers don't seem to lose a beat. Even with some would say their go-to guy out of the line.
Yeah, we got a lot of good players out there. We don't even have Josh Smith out there right now. He's done for the season. So we still have a lot of playmakers out there that can make some plays. And that's what we've been trying to get done in recruiting, is bring in more playmakers so we don't skip beats when guys go out. We keep rolling. Because if we lose one guy and all of a sudden we can't complete a ball, then we're in trouble. So we got to keep recruiting. So they all stepped up and did a nice job.
How's Vaughn these last couple of weeks?
Vaughn's getting better and better. Yeah, I'm pleased with him. He probably had his best week of practice this week than he's had since he's been here. So I'm pleased with his progress.
Do you anticipate Marquez going Saturday against Kentucky?
What's that?
Do you anticipate Marquez to play Saturday?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. He's full go. He's ready to roll. Yep.
Is this just player initiative, getting in extra work?
Yes. Yeah, there's some little nuances of the game those guys want to work on.
How much do you like to see that?
Love it. Yeah. A year ago, that wasn't happening.
Is that the culture stuff that Butch talks about, the change in culture and expectation?
It is, absolutely. And these guys, they haven't been in this situation in a while where they're playing for something in November. Yeah. And so it's they can taste it, they can feel it, and they know just put the throttle down, don't let off, push on, So this is good stuff, and they're enjoying playing football right now.
Yeah.
How different is the mentality this year than it was last year? Because they still had a bowl game on the table going into the last week of the season, but it seems like it is more of a focus.
Yeah, I think it's just a different team. The chemistry is different. It's one more year in. It's adding a new crop of young guys that don't know any better, so in another year with the upperclassmen to pound in our mentality, our culture, what extra work does, all those kinds of things. So it's a whole different mentality, and I expect a year from now it'll be even better. So keep building.
If Marquez North is too banged up to give you the reps that you would like to play him, who goes in for him? Is that Crew?
Yeah. Him and Jason have been rotating all year. Yep. So Crew will step up, do a great job. Those guys have been splitting time anyway. You know, I know Marquez might jog out there as the one, but they're both the same to me. Ryan Jenkins will also step in there and get some quality reps. Vic Wharton, those young guys are coming along too.
Zach, would you say that Marquez is he the go-to guy, or is there a go-to guy?
Everyone says that. I don't know if there's a go-to guy. We're spreading it around pretty good. So they're all go-to guys to me, you know, and whoever has the hot hand that time, Pig had the hot hand Saturday, and he was the guy we were feeding because you could tell he was just in a rhythm, he was in his zone, him and Dobbs were on the same page. But as far as who's the go-to guy, we try and scheme all of them to get balls, all of them. You know, against Georgia it was Kroom. He was the hot guy. He was doing a nice job. So it just depends.
So you don't necessarily think then that Pig's receptions last week are a product of him maybe having better chemistry or something with Josh or something like that?
Maybe in that game they had a better feel for each other for whatever reason. The coverage is dictated, but no, I think we work on all of them.